Signs that he is not ready for a relationship. I would say the number one sign that he is not ready for a relationship is if he is kind of talking to you on the apps and you're just getting a sense that he's looking for just one thing, and that thing is, you know what I'm talking about. And you can catch this early on because he will ask one worded things. He will ask about, oh, let me have a picture. What are you up to? What you doing? He'll text you late at night. All those normal things. Another sign that he's not ready for a relationship is if he just got out of a relationship. Now, I know many guys will say that is like not a big deal. I'm not into that girl, blah, 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 blah. But let me just tell you, if he hasn't done the inner work to actually find out why that relationship didn't work, he ain't ready to be in another relationship.
If he doesn't want a relationship with you, this is probably why. And I've heard this from my guy friends themselves, so I know it's true. If you notice that a guy is kind of self-sabotaging, leading you on, etc., etc., and in your head you're like, we would be perfect together, like why isn't this working out already? Guys will literally ghost and remove themselves from the situation and self-sabotage when they know they are not good enough for you. This is like factual, like they do this. If a guy's feeling any type of insecure, they feel insecure around you, they feel like they're not good enough for you, he will straight up sabotage you guys. Because in his head he'll be beating himself up like, I'm not good enough for this girl. And they literally become their own worst enemies, and it's their own insecurity. So I want you to stop taking it so personally. I wish I knew this sooner, okay? Because before I realized it was like their own insecurities, I used to blame myself. And girl, that is not what you were gonna be doing, okay? I need you to know it is not you, and it is not a you problem. He knows that he is not at the standard to provide for you that he should be. And so he's literally taking himself out of the running. Like that is what they do. And it hurts, but you need to realize that they are saving you headaches in the future by taking themselves out of the running because you literally deserve better. Someone who's not gonna run away. Yeah. I love you, bestie boo. Mwah.
When a man tells you he's not ready, I'm going to decipher it for you. This is exactly what it means. He's not ready. That means that he is ready to hurt you, to lie, cheat, to steal your joy, to leech, to keep you away from your true blessings. That's what it means when a man says, I'm not ready for a relationship. What he means is, I'm ready to hurt you. I'm ready to waste your time. I'm ready to give you children and not be prepared to take care of it. I'm ready to watch you cry. I'm ready to deliver pain. I'm ready to abuse you. That's what it means. What man is going to come in your life and say, I'm not ready for a relationship, but that's gonna end up being a good idea for you to stick around? That ain't never happened. Probably means he know he on bullshit. He know he want to continue to play the field. He know that eventually you gonna find out who he truly is, and he gonna have the ability to look you right in your face and tell you, I told you from the beginning that I wasn't ready. So the pain that you experiencing now actually is your fault. You chose to ride with this. So technically, you hurt your self. And to be honest, is he lying if he say that? Is he lying?
When a man says, I'm not sure if I'm ready to commit, what he's saying is, I'm not sure if I want to commit to you. You are in a relationship with a guy for a long time. You want to commit, you're ready to be everything, but he's not sure that he's ready. When a man says, I'm not sure if I'm ready to commit, what he's saying is, I'm not sure if I want to commit to you. That's why you'll see some guys in relationships for 5 years, 6 years, almost 10 years, can't commit. They jump into another relationship or within a year and a half, married. Don't get it mixed up. Not only will a man commit, he wants to commit. When a man sees someone who he wants and he's sure, he doesn't waste time. If you're with a man who's dragging his feet, it's not about his willingness to commit. It's about his willingness to commit with you. So you need to sit him down and y'all need to have an honest conversation.
When someone says they aren't ready for a relationship, does that mean specifically with you? I've been asked this question a few times and I wanted to talk about it and give my perspective because I don't think that statement is true necessarily. I can see in certain circumstances that it might be fair. Not everybody is into you and they might use that as an excuse, so I get it. But I also think it's important that when someone says that, to take them at face value. There are some people out there who know that they would not be a good partner. They know they are incapable of giving you the time, effort, energy, loyalty, commitment that is needed in a proper relationship. Those people might still want to keep you in their lives. They might like your energy. They might like being around you. They might like hanging out, but that doesn't mean they can be in a relationship. And so if they were to sit there and say, I'm just not ready for a relationship, they might genuinely mean that. And that's okay. It might genuinely not have anything to do with you. And this is again why I think it's important to not always take these things too personally, because by allowing these types of situations to come up and to not take it personally and to allow that person to express, I'm not ready for a relationship, and to not think it's about you, you're allowing space for emotional and personal growth. And of course, there's nuance to this conversation always. Everybody is different. Some people might genuinely mean they don't want to be with you. And that's okay. Regardless, though, I still think you shouldn't take it personally, even if it is directed personally at you. They just don't want to be with you. The reason I think you shouldn't take it personally is because that alone, that them saying that they don't want to be in a relationship, whether or not they genuinely mean that, is what you need to hear to now consider if you should stay or leave. And I think obviously in that circumstance, you should probably not want to be with that person anymore. They've expressed something to you, whether or not it's an underhanded way of saying they don't like you. They've told you that they can't give you what you want if a relationship is what you want. And so to consider the perspective that when they say they don't want a relationship, they mean specifically with you, all that does is leave you susceptible to rumination, to worry, to thinking about how you could change yourself and what you should have done different. It really has nothing to do with you. There's nothing you could have done differently that could have made that person want a relationship or not want a relationship or be ready or whatever. Release yourself from that. It doesn't matter whether or not they don't want with you, don't want with anybody, can't, aren't capable of it, don't know how. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's just about what's right for you, what feels aligned, and
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about a very important topic that's probably close all over our minds, and the same point, the sign that you're just not ready for a relationship. If you're dating or thinking about taking things to the next level, it's crucial to be able to spot these signs early on, okay? So it saves you a lot of headache and confusion down the line as you are on the dating sense. Okay, so number one is avoidance of deep conversations. First sign, he avoids deep conversations. If you bring up where things are going or discuss any long-term goals, and he either changes the subject, laugh it off, or just goes silent, may not be ready for a committed relationship. Someone who's ready to open a relationship is usually willing to talk about the future and where the things are going. Okay, another thing is, another red flag is if he seems really focused on himself. This could mean he's prioritizing his career, hobbies, or personal growth, which are all great but can sometimes be a signal his self focused season of life. And if he doesn't make room in his life for someone else, it's likely he's not looking for settling down. Okay, another thing, let's also talk about consistency. If he's giving you mixed signals, like one day he's super into you or the next day he's distant, it's a major sign he's unsure about what he wants. This is on and off behavior often means he's not ready to fully commit and he's still figuring out things. Okay, he's had his recent breakup. A lot of people try to dive into new relationship too soon after a breakup. So if he's fresh out of one, he may not be in the right mindset for something serious. Taking time to heal is important, and if he has not, he's really not prepared for the emotional investment in a new relationship it requires. That thing you should know. So don't rush to be in a relationship with someone who just told you that they just broke up with their girlfriend because they just want to find comfort. So if you want to be the comfort girl, get into it, girl. So only did meanwhile he would. Okay, another thing, does he avoid introducing you to his friends and family, or does he keep you time together very separate from the rest of his life? When a guy is serious about someone, he usually wants them to meet the people closest to him. If you kept in a bubble, it could mean he's not ready to fully integrate you into his life. This is one thing you should know. He's not ready, guys. So we should always take the way it is. Someone is not ready with you, that's the way it is. So he's non-committed or committable about the future. Once you bring up the topic about the future, he will say, and let's not talk about that now. Or maybe when he's talking about the future, he's just going to include himself. He won't even include you in that topic, guys. So you have to read the room. This is very important. Okay, it's very, very important. Someone who doesn't want you, it shows. You don't have to force a relationship. Okay, so most of these men who are really focused on themselves, they're not even ready for serious relationships. This is one thing we should know. Even if he's really busy, whenever I want to see him or when we call him anytime, he doesn't pick up your calls. And even if he finds your calls, he doesn't return them. That shows that this person is really committed to you. So if a man wants to be committed, they want to invest, okay? You don't have to force anything. They'll shower with you love. They'll shower you with present in their time, or they'll always create time for you. So if you're in a relationship where you're forcing things, sis, think twice, okay? Meaning this man is not really into you, so you might be wasting your time being with this person. So another thing that I want to talk about, you guys, is that when you write a message to him, if someone is not committed to you, they'll take time for them to reply. Okay, they'll just ignore your what's this your message. They won't even reply, or maybe it takes 2 days or 3 days to reply to you to that message. That shows that someone is not truly invested in this relationship, because if someone is really interested into you, they won't take that odd time to text you back. They want to talk to you more and more. Okay, so another thing that someone is not interested into you is whenever you meet them or maybe you have a date, they'll act cold. Like they seem to not be interested, not be happy around you. Just you will see the energy. Trust what your gut is telling you, okay? Trust what your gut is telling you. And another thing that someone is not fully interested into the relationship, they only want to see you when them themselves want to see you, okay? Or they just want to benefit from you. It's either they want to talk about S, okay, they want to have sex with you. This is why they're going to call you once you're done. Then they're not even much interested. They won't even call you. It will be like 2 weeks. This is when they're calling to check up on you, to check how you're doing. So be very, very careful with such people. Don't allow anyone, don't give your body to anyone, okay? Like I've uploaded a video, some of the video that you need to protect your womb as a woman. It's okay even to go celibate to get back your power, because these men can be very draining. They can drain all your energy. So if you feel drained, it's okay. You can go celibate. It's fine, because you want to know your way. So if you don't know your way, celibate is the way to go. Okay. Yeah. So guys, that's the video for today. I don't know what you think, you guys, about today's video. So I want to know, guys, why do you why don't you want to date the girls like the women, the ladies? Hmm? Why are you not ready to be in a relationship? And for women,